Good morning, Empirenistas. Hello, it is Empirenista TV, and I am your host, Alicia Henderson, the empire building business and online marketing strategist for the sassy powerhouse CEO woman service based business owner. And I help you to slay your goals by building an empire, getting in front of the right clients, getting paid, getting visible, and making the impact that you want. And I help you to do this by utilizing online marketing strategies to get yourself visible. So today we are chatting all about do or do not. It's up to you. So as you know, I have these every day on Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but today I actually have a podcast interview at that time. So we have Empirenista TV early, juggling some things around because I usually work out in the mornings and do this, but whatever, we'll move forward. So if you are there, shout me out a hey girl hey if you are watching this episode live. And if you're not, still shout me out a hey girl hey. Let me know where you are watching from so that way I know. And I love for this to be an interactive Facebook Live. So what I want you to do is comment with your suggestions, questions, your commentary, peanut gallery, your amens, your yeah girl, yes girl, all that stuff while we're talking and chatting. So I'm going to give it a few minutes, but we are just discussing today all about doing or not doing. And you're going to see as I go through this real quick, I don't have these Facebook Lives be very long because I know it's very, your time is very valuable and your time is very important. So I like to get to the nitty gritty and I don't give you a lot of fluff or BS. I like to just give you what you need to help you move your business forward. Take action right away so you can start seeing the results that you want in your business. So we're chatting all today about, it's January 22nd, and where are we in our business? Either you're on track and you're crushing and slaying your goals, or you're like, okay, Alicia, I need a little bit of help because I don't even know what all that stuff I wrote down, it's just not happening. It's somewhere else, which is fine if you're moving your business forward and you're making money and you're getting clients and you're making that impact. But we got some things to work on if we are just operating our business by the seat of the pants, which we don't want to do. And that's fine. Everybody's at different levels, but we want to make sure that we're always progressing and always moving forward. What I want to say to you is that do not get wrapped up in what you see people saying about moving forward is having 6-figure months and 7-figure years and stuff like that. Let me tell you something. Moving forward can just be that you got your lead page up. You got your sales page up. You hired a VA. That stuff is moving your business forward. Because let me tell you, I have a VA named Lacey, and this girl, she's not a girl, she's a sassy powerhouse. She keeps me in check when it comes to being on time with my stuff, being on where I need to be. So that's a win for me, and I hired her this year. So that's what scaling and moving your business forward can be about. Don't get stuck into all what these other people say because half of them are lying to you anyways. But okay, let me move forward and get on that. Okay, so we say it's do or do not season. Okay, do or do not. Now, either you are crushing your goals and you're on task or you're not. And it's okay if you're not on task, but it's January 22nd and we're about to get ourselves back on task. So how do we do that? Now, today in my group, Powerhouse, actually that's not the name of my group anymore. The name of my group is the Empirenista Business Incubator. And I shared a quote that states, do or do not, but there is no trying. Now that is going to sit well with some people and it's not going to sit well with others because either you're trying, either you're doing, or you're not doing. And one thing I hate, well, I can't say I hate it, but I don't like is when I say, oh, I'm trying to do something. Because when I sit back and the word trying comes out of my mouth, something gets inside of me and says, well, am I really trying? Am I really doing it or I'm not? Because either you're doing it or you're not doing it. So for instance, I have a wedding I'm going to be. I'm actually the matron of honor for my sister. It's in October. I want to lose a ton of weight. So am I doing the things necessary to lose the weight or am I, and not necessarily lose weight, but get in shape and be my healthiest ever? Because I have 2 girls and I have a husband and I'm his caregiver and I need to be there for the 3 of them and for myself. And I want a business that has longevity, but you can't have that if you're not healthy. And I just want to say to you, everybody who brags about how much money they're making, that's fine. But if you're sick all the time as an entrepreneur because you don't get enough rest or you're not exercising, nobody cares about that because you can't take that money with you to the grave. So who cares if you made all this money if you did? So I just want to put that out there. But either I'm doing the work necessary to lose the weight or I'm not. So that means I have to be eating properly. I can't be doing all this stuff where I'm shoving Oreos and eating, the Tostito chips and the cheese at nighttime while I'm watching NCI Los Angeles or This Is Us. I can't do that if I'm putting in the work. If I really want to see the results, I can't do that. I can't do things such as go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, get up at 6 and think I'm going to see the results that I want, because rest is really important. It's an equivalent to my success. So I can't do that. But what I can do is eat clean. What I can do is exercise at least 4 times a week. I can go to my Zumba or I can do my kickboxing class, and I can really get in and do the things that are necessary that I need to do. So either I'm doing the work necessary or I'm not doing the work necessary. And you can plan. So for instance, I can meal prep all day long. But if I don't eat the meals that I meal prepped and I go to McDonald's or I go to the taco shop, taco shop, not Taco Bell, because there's 2 different things. Taco shop. Then if I'm going to the taco shop, and if you're from Southern California, you know what I'm talking about, then that's not going to help me none. So you have to be doing the right things to get to where you want to go. Now, here's another example. I tell my kids all the time. I have 2 girls. They're both in elementary school. Math, for one of them, is great. Well, for both of them, it's great. My oldest, Jordan, when she got to the 3rd grade, 2nd grade actually, she just ran through the stuff so fast that she had to go back and do the work over, even though she understood it. But then when she got to 3rd grade, oh my gosh, with the multiplication, Lord help us. The multiplication was a big deal. And then not only that, they're doing fractions, and now in 4th grade, the Common Core stuff is just not good. It's just the math, the way they're teaching the kids. They're teaching them all these different ways instead of the ways that we knew how to do it growing up. Now, I grew up, I'm a millennial. Millennials from 1980 to 2000. So I was in middle school in the 90s, and then I was in high school in the 90s. So it's kind of like, and we didn't learn this, but you got to just roll with the punches and help them the best way you can. But, when I'm helping my children with their homework, I'm trying. And I said, well, are you really trying? Because right now you're just looking at me for the answers. And although I am asking Siri, hey, Siri, what's the definition of a rhombus? You still have to look it up, your information yourself. So go back to your book, do your strategies, and research the information, and then go step by step, take your time, and let's put the work in. Now, that's what doing is. But looking at me for the answers, looking at your business coach for the answers, looking at your health coach, and getting mad when you don't see the results that you want, that someone told you, even though they provide you with information, that you're not doing the work, that's not good. And I know a lot of y'all are sitting up here looking at your coach, or you're taking a course and you say, I don't get results from that. But did you do the work? Honestly ask yourself, and be honest, and there's no judgment here. Ask yourself, did you do the work? Did you do what was necessary? Were you trying? Because there's either you did it or you didn't. So sitting there, even if it's taking 10 minutes a day, and I talked to one of my clients on Friday, and I told her, I said, you have to get out of the goal planning to the goal crushing and the goal slaying. So in order to get from the goal planning, because you have all these goals that you set for yourself for the year or for the quarter or whatever, you have to go from that to that. But in the middle is where you get the meat of what you need to be doing, which is taking action, implementing, rinsing and repeating, getting help. Those are all the things that take you from doing to do not doing to trying to doing to accomplishing your goals. And that's what we're all talking about today. And really that's what this Facebook Live is all about, is going from the trying to the doing and the slaying, because we want to be slaying and crushing all of our goals. I want my prayer and my desires for all of my clients and for all the women that I touch to slay their goals. And that's why I love to provide a lot of value, because I believe that when you take the information given to you, whether you paid for it or it's a freebie, a shiny object that you decided to download, and you take that and you apply it to your life, or you apply it to your business, or you apply it to whatever you're doing, you take yourself out of the trying and you move yourself into the doing, and then you move yourself from past the doing into the slaying. And then it's a rinse and repeat every day. You see the success that you want. You feel so much better about yourself and your life and your business. And then you're able to do whatever the heck it is that you want, because you done made all this money, and now you're able to help others do the same thing. Now, this is works with anything in your life and anything in your business. So to go from just the trying, you have to go from goal planning, writing that stuff down, and let's be clear, it shouldn't really be a bunch of stuff. It should be intentional action things that you know that you can accomplish. And if whatever you can't do within that quarter, you just throw it to the next quarter. Or maybe ask yourself, is this really going to get me the visibility, the impact, and the clientele and the money that I want? Because if it's not, maybe you can get someone else to do it, or you just set it to the next year or set it to a time where it's not that, strategically important. So you want to make sure that you're doing that. Not only that, you want to make sure that you're making adjustments along the way. A lot of times, let's just say right now, a lot of people make resolutions. I don't, because I know that I'm not going to accomplish, or I'm not going to stick with them. So I just, have my little daily things that I do. And what I do is I have to make adjustments and I have to get help. So if my goal is to lose weight for this wedding, then that means that I need to either go to a kickboxing class where the instructors are kicking my butt every single day, or I need to hire a personal trainer, do a meal prep, have someone help me with my meal prep. Those are those things that I'm getting help with. Same thing with you. If you know you need help with something, get help. I mean, it's not hard. Some help will cost you some money. Some help will cost you a little bit of money. But don't be, broke Betty with the broke mindset of, oh, this is too expensive, or, and when you're broke Betty with the mindset, it's not that you don't have the money. It's that you don't trust yourself to see the results, so you're not going to spend the money. So I want you to catch that, because everybody thinks that when someone says broke, it means physically not having the money in your bank account. But that's not true. Brokenness and a broke mindset is having the mentality of, I don't want to spend this money, I want to hoard it, or I don't want to share it, so that way I can get to where I want to be. So I'm going to stay in this mindset, and I'm going to stay in this area, and then want everybody else to help me for free. So don't do that. Get the help that you need, even if it's free help. Google is so free. Googleina and I, which is Google, were best friends back in 2009 when I started my first service-based business. And I was sitting there all day and all night Googling, because I wanted to learn as much as I could about marketing, building a business, and growing an empire, and being the best business owner that I could, and getting clients. So if you need to spend time on Google, do that. If you need to ask questions in the Facebook groups that many of you are a part of, ask that. If you don't have a Facebook group that you feel comfortable in asking those questions, you can go and join my community, the Empirenista Business Incubator. It will be down in the comments. Join that group and ask all the questions that you want. But you have to get the help, and then you have to make the adjustments. So once I have the help, as I'm doing the things, not trying, but doing and putting in the work, exercising, and I'm starting to see some results, but then there's a plateau. Hey, I need to take a look at what I'm doing, and then I need to make sure that, are there any adjustments that I need to make? Or is there anything that I can change? Maybe instead of, drinking a certain drink, maybe I can substitute that for more water, or an infused water, or something different. But do you see that I'm looking for things to adjust, so that way I can continue doing, so that I can ultimately reach my goal? And for me, I want to be above and beyond the goal that I set for myself. And then once I know that stuff works, it's just a rinse and repeat thing. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And still making adjustments as I go, according to the way that the goal that I have set for myself. So same thing in business. You find something that you love to do to get in front of your ideal clients. You do it daily. You are consistent with it. And then you find that maybe you need to make some tweaks because you're not seeing the results that you want, or you have the results, but now it's time to bump it up a notch to get more exposure. That's called making adjustments. Then you try it out. It works. You continue to do it. If it's not a success, go back to making the adjustments. And then once you see the results that you want, you rinse and repeat it and continue to make adjustments. One thing when it comes to working, guys, I want to make sure that you understand there's no such thing as an overnight success. There's a lot of trial and a lot of error. You have to do things over and over and over again to know whether or not it's a really good fit, whether or not your ideal clients like it. I've been in business for almost 10 years, and I know that nothing is staying the same, that your ideal clients, they change. They change, guys. So in order for you to see the results that you want in the business, to get back on track, or to get yourself on track, or to even start, you have to make sure that you do these simple things, which is stop trying, get into the action of doing. So there's goal planning, action, execution, implementation, rinse and repeat, make adjustments, and then you see the goals that you set for yourself accomplished over and above. You exceeded that. So that's what I wanted to share with you all today. I've reached my time limit, but I just want to share that with you guys because I know that it's January 22nd. Some of y'all are like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I have no plan, or my plan has went out the window, and I just wanted to share that with you all today. So that is it for the Empirenista TV episode. I do want to invite you all to join my community, the Empirenista Business Incubator, where you can get more value, have a community of business besties, girlfriends who are supporting you, and just have fun and girl chat. So if you're not a member, I definitely invite you to join us in the Empirenista Business Incubator today. And also, for those of you that would like to have a conversation with me, feel free to send me a private message and we can make that happen. So I'm going to take off, guys, because it's time well beyond my time to work out so I can get the results that I want, so I can look good in that bridesmaid dress. So until the next episode of Empirenista TV, have an awesome empire building productive week and continue to build your empire.